Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Marinduque is now convened for its 96th regular session. The Honorable Vice Governor Adeline M. Angeles presiding. Complete silence is hereby enjoined.
The 96th regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan is now called to order. Requesting the honorable gentleman from Magpog, Honorable Antonio Mangkukang, to kindly lead the invocation, to be followed by the national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and loving Father, Creator of heaven and earth, we praise and adore you. You are kings of kings. We humbly ask for your forgiveness for our sins. Have mercy on us, O Lord. As we begin this new week, we come before you with gratitude in our hearts for the gift of life and the opportunity to embrace a fresh start. We are gathered here today for our session. Send us your Holy Spirit to be our guide and give us wisdom to understand every topic that we are going to discuss. Enlighten our minds and let your love be upon us. May this session bring success and growth to our province. We thank you, Father, for this precious time that you have given us. All this we pray through Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you, with the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God forever and ever. Amen.
Magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa bibig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiliw, sa manlulubi, kita masisingin, sa lahat ang pundok, sa simulan, sa langit mo kamay, nagilang ang tulang, awit sa paglayan. Isang lang watarang mo'y nabuhay natin. Ang bituin at parang yakailan ang pagpapatuloy. Parang araw na maraming konsekang layagin sa atin mo. Ang higaya naman may umatin, malamatay na galing sa'yo.
Requesting our interim secretary to kindly call the roll.
Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes, Honorable Aurelio Leva III, Honorable Antonio Mangkukang III, Honorable Mercedes Arejano, Honorable Danilo Arred, Honorable Carlos D. Peralta, and Honorable Bertinus Valencia. Madam Presiding Officer, with 7 members of the board present this afternoon, we have the necessary quorum for today's regular session.
The chair then declares the presence of quorum. We can proceed with the order of business, recognizing the Honorable Floor Leader, Honorable Aurelio Leva III.
Madam Presiding Officer, for the reading and adoption of the minutes of the previous session, may I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes and consider the same as having been read without prejudice to the corrections to be made by the members of the board. I so move.
Is there any objection to the motion by the chair of the rules? Hearing none, proceed, Honorable Leva.
Madam Presiding Officer, inviting members of the board who have some corrections with the minutes of the previous session dated August 2, 2024.
Any correction from the floor? Hearing none, what is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Presiding Officer, may I move for the adoption of the minutes of the 95th regular session of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan dated August 2, 2024. I so move.
Any second to the motion by the chair of the Committee on Rules? duly seconded by Honorable Rehano. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved and the minutes of the session dated August 2, 2024 is now adopted.
Madam Presiding Officer, inviting members of the board to have some matters arising from the minutes.
Any matters arising from the minutes?
Hearing none, we now go to the approval and amendment of the agenda. For today's agenda, we have 3 privileged speeches, no question hour. For the messages and correspondence from the governor, we have 2, but I understand there is 1 additional. Add 2 additional correspondence from the governor certified as urgent. For the communications and petitions, we have 3 items. For the municipal ordinances, for the review of the board, we have 1 no proposed ordinance, 1 proposed resolution, 1 committee report. For the business of the day, we have 1 item. Madam Presiding Officer, may I move for the approval of today's agenda as amended.
Any second to the motion? Duly seconded by Honorable Rehano. Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Today's amended agenda is now adopted.
For the privileged speech, may this representation be recognized.
Proceed, Honorable Leva.
Thank you very much, Madam Presiding Officer. Kagalang-galang na tagapangulo, mga kasapi ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, ako po ay tumayo para sa isang pabribleyong pananalita upang ipamalay sa kabayang ito ang iba't ibang reaksyon na ating nakalap hinggil sa isinasagawang pamamahagi ng ayuda para sa atin pong mga kababayang magsasaka at mangingisda na isinasagawa ng Provincial Agriculturist Office. Marami po tayong nakalap na inaing na sila na mga lehitimong mga magsasaka at mangingisda ay hindi nakatanggap ng ayuda. Subalit marami rin naman pong hindi lehitimong magsasaka at mangingisda na nakatanggap ng ayuda. Sa aking pagbabasa ng payroll, may mga nabigyan ng ayuda ng mga empleyado ng pamahalaang panlalawigan. Sa post po ng isang nagngangalang Marlene Hanap, ay ang ayuda daw po ay galing sa pera ng isang kasapi na Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Bagay na wala namang basihan. Marami pong katanungan na dapat sagutin ang Provincial Agriculturist Office hinggil sa bagay na ito. Paano po pinipili ang mga binibigyan ng ayuda? Ano ang pamantayan ng kanilang ginamit sa pagpili ng bibigyan ng ayuda? Ano po ang nakatadhana sa Memorandum of Agreement na dapat sinunod sa pamahagi ng ayuda? Sino po ang may desisyon kung sino ang nararapat bigyan ng ayuda? Gusto ko pong iwasto na deed of donation po pala, hindi man Memorandum of Agreement. Bigyan pansin din po natin ang resolusyong ating pinasa. Ito po ba ang angkop na hakbang na dapat nating ipinasya sa bagay na ito? Mangyari po, mahal na tagapangulo, mga kagalang-galang na kasapi ng kabayan ito, ating pinasa ang isang resolusyong nagbibigay kapangyarihan sa ating mahal na punong lalawigan na makipagkasundo at lumagda sa isang deed of donation noong Hulyo 19, taon 2024. Samantalang ang cheque na ibinigay sa ating punong lalawigan at ingat yaman ay noong Hulyo 18, 2024 at ang nasabing cheque ay may magkaparehas sa petsa ng araw ng pagkakabigay nito. Ipinasusubali base sa mga umiiral na panuntunan ng pamahalaan, ang deed of donation ay dapat nilagdaan ng 2 panig bago pa ihatag ang cheque sa ating punong lalawigan at sa ating ingat yaman. Dahil dito, mas angkop na tono ng resolusyon na ating pinasa ay ratifikasyon ng deed of donation na nilagdaan ng 2 panig upang ito ay maging balidong legal. Kung kaya't dahil dito, dinadalangin ko na maikonsidera ang unang hakbanging ginawa at ito ay maitama sa naangkop na hakbanging panglegislasyon sa pamamagitan ng pag-amyenda ng naunang resolusyong pinagtibay upang ito ay maging ganap, balido at legal. For this reason, I move that we approve on first reading a proposed resolution entitled "A Resolution Ratifying the Deed of Donation Entered into for and on behalf of the Provincial Government of Marinduque with the Office of the President relative to the donation of 39,130,000 to the province to be used as cash assistance to farmers, fisher folks, and other marginalized families' household, amending for this purpose Resolution number 1480 series of 2024. Moving further that the said resolution and this privileged speech be referred to proper committee. Dalangin ko po na sa daloy ng talakayan sa committee ay komprehensibong masagot ang mga katanungang aking nailatag sa pabreheyong pananalita na ito at agarang mapagtibay ang panukalang resolusyon. Maraming salamat po, mahal na tagapangulo.
Maraming salamat, kagalang-galang Leva. Meron po bang pagtatanong sa ating... So, ang intention ho nung inyong mukhang may point naman ho yun. Mukhang medyo hindi appropriate na resolution of authority to sign when it is signed already, but a resolution ratifying the signed document. Okay. So the presiding officer po will make the necessary referral, but there is a motion and it will be approved on first reading. There is a pending motion by Honorable Leva for the reconsideration of the previous resolution that we adopted, and at the same time proposing an amended version, a new resolution of ratification. Yes, Honorable Rehano? Is it related po doon sa ano?
Yes, Madam. Ako po ay sumusuganda at sinususugan ko rin po yung binibigay niyang proposal sapagkat ako rin po ang nagpa-approve niyan during the last session under our committee.
Okay, marami pong salamat. So, any objection so far for the adoption on first reading? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The proposed resolution is approved on first reading and further referred to the committee of the whole for proper consideration and recommendation. Any additional query sa atin hong
what is the lead committee, Madam Chair, that will handle since it was referred to the committee of the whole?
The committee, I have supposedly the lead committee will be the Committee on Agriculture that is chaired by the presiding officer, but it can also be referred to the Committee on Laws. If will it be okay, Honorable Mercy Rehano? I can refer it to the
Committee on Rules.
Committee on
I yield to the referring it to the Committee on Agriculture, Madam Chair. It would be better answered in the Committee of Agriculture as the lead committee.
Okay,
considering that the Vice Governor herself is the chairperson of the said committee.
Thank you. And okay. So it is referred to the Committee of the Whole with the Committee on Agriculture as the lead committee. Thank you. And of course, the Vice Chair will be very busy. Thank you, Honorable Rehano.
Next to render his privileged speech is the Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes.
Yes, Honorable Caballes is recognized.
Maraming salamat po sa ating floor leader, kay Bukal Jojo Leva, at sa ating pong presiding officer, kay Vice Governor Adeline Angeles. Madam Presiding Officer, ang privilege speech po na ito ay nais ko pong idagdag lamang bilang addendum sa komprehensiba na po na privilege speech ng ating majority floor leader, Bukal Jojo Leva. May mga katanungan po tayo na idadagdag. At bilang pag-address po o kahit paano po ay itayo ang mga katanungan at karapatan at mga agam-agam na ngayon po ay makikita hindi lamang po sa social media, kundi makikita na rin at maririnig na rin po sa mga simpleng aktibidad katulad po ng pagpunta sa palengke at pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga farmers cooperatives at iba pong samahan ng mga tao o grupo na dapat po naging benepisyaryo ng 39,130,000 na grant mula po sa ating Presidente, President Bongbong Marcos, na agad pong tinugunan ng ating napakasipag at napakagaling na Governor Presby Velasco, at siya pong tinugunan muli ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan sa pangunguna ng ating Vice Governor Lina Angeles at ng lead na committee. So dagdag po sa mga katanungan ng ating floor leader, nais ko rin lamang po itanong na maliban pa po sa mga tanong na naiposit ni Bukal Jojo Leyva, katulad ng ano po yung kwalifikasyon at ano po yung mga iba pang concerns ng mga kababayan natin na nakabot sa kanya. So ko rin po tanong, maliban po sa kwalifikasyon, ano po ang mga diskwalifikasyon? Dahil importanteng tanong rin po ito. Bakit po ito naging importanteng tanong? Dahil alam po natin na sa tuwing may distribution ay naharap po ang mga leader natin ng probinsya, at kung maalala niyo po sa isa po sa mga live ni Governor Presby Velasco ay mismo niya pong tinanong at sinigurado sa mga beneficiaries natin na tinanong po niya kung sila po baga ay registered farmers o fisher folk o mga mangingisda. At may kita po natin sa linya ng pagtatanong ng ating mahal na gobernador dito na ang intended beneficiaries po talaga ng grant na ito ay ang ating mga marginalized fisher folk at mga farmers. So dahil po sa datos o sa impormasyon na ito, may giluhoykal po na tanong na sunod ay kung ang mga fisher folk at farmers po ang intended beneficiaries ng grant na ito, ay ano po ang definition ng isang fisher folk at isang farmer. Sunod po ay ano po ang isang marginalized na fisher folk at farmer. At ano po yung sakop o scope pagdating po dun sa last clause ng other marginalized households or families. Kadugtong po dito sa tanong na ito ay ano naman po yung mga diskwalifikasyon. Marahil magtataka po ng iba, bakit kailangan nating klaruhin kung anong diskwalifikasyon? Dahil ang grant po na ito, bagaman napakalaki at kumbaga ay malaki po may tulong sa ating mga kaprobinsya, ay aminin po natin at hindi ay limitado. Kaya maganda po at dapat po natin tanungin na bilang ito po isang limited resource, kung mapupunta po baga talaga sa intended beneficiaries, at kung marami naman po at hindi po ma-accommodate lahat, ay kung tama po ang prioritization pagdating sa paglista. Kaugnay po sa tanong na ito muli, ay saan po o na kanino po ang otoridad, kapangyarihan at responsibilidad para po sipiin at i-finalize ang listahan na ito? Sino po mga sektor at ano po mga opisina ang nakatulong ng ating Provincial Agricultural Office para po ma-finalize at ma-vet o ma-authenticate ang listahan at mga pangalan na kapaloob dito? Pangalawa po ay maliban pa po sa mga opisyalis natin sa Provincial Agricultural Office, sino pa po kasama sa departamentong ito ang nagkaroon ng say o nakapangyarihan o otoridad para po sa final vetting process, kung meron po baga naging vetting process? Ano po ang naging vetting process at hanggang saan po ang saklaw na kapangyarihan o final say ng mga point persons o focal municipal persons o ng MAU sakaling ito po ay mabanggit na partner agency sa pag-implementa ng o pag-distribute ng financial assistance na ito. Pangatlo po, ay gusto ko pong banggitin na sa mga ganito po klase ng distribution na highly publicized at nasa ating po mga social media, bakit po importante na ma-address natin ang mga tanungan na ito? Dahil sa tuwing po magkiklaim ng mga financial assistance mula sa ang mga kababayan natin, ay may kita naman po natin na maayos po at organisado ang pila. At habang po may pila, ay nakikita po ang mga kababayan natin ng mga magsasaka at mangingisda. At alam naman po natin bilang maliit na probinsya na magkakilala lahat, halos lahat nga po ay galing lamang sa ilang pamilya, ay alam po natin at alam po nila sa isa't isa kung sino po ang mga lehitimong magsasaka at mangingisda. At ang nakakalungkot po dito sa mga nakaraang pong distribution ay marami pong lumabas na katanungan kung bakit po parang hindi po wari na klaro o hindi po nasunod o sa iba pong pagkakataon ay parang hindi po malinaw kung ano po ang naging guidelines para po mapasama sa listahan na ito. Kung kaya't marami rin po mga kababayan natin ng mga lehitimong mangingisda at magsasaka ang hindi nasama na hanggang ngayon po ay kumakatok sa ating Provincial Agriculture Office At kasama na rin po ang mga munisipyo natin, ang MAU, at kahit po hanggang sa mayor's office ay nagtatanong kung bakit hindi po sila napasama. So yun lamang po ang mga katanungan na gusto kong i-posit o gusto ko pong ihain sa plenaryang ito, na sana po ay masagot po sa lalong madaling panahon, dahil ang mga katanungan po ito maliban pa sa importante sa ating mga kababayan, ay magsisilbi rin po itong kasagutan hindi lamang po ng mga intended beneficiaries, kundi na rin po yung mga opisyal natin nagsipag at sinigurado po masecure ang pondo na ito para sa ating po mga kababayan. So yun lamang po at magandang hapon po, Madam Presiding Officer.
Maraming salamat. Is there any clarificatory question para ho sa ating kagalang-galang Mark Julius Caballes? Kung wala na po, the subject matter of the privileged speech of Honorable Caballes is the same sa subject matter of the privileged speech rendered by Honorable Leva. Thus, it is likewise referred to the Committee of the Whole with the Committee on Agriculture as the lead committee.
Next to render her privileged speech is the Honorable Mercedes Arellano.
Honorable Rejano is recognized.
Isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Sa ating pong, ito po ay with relation din po doon sa ating, sa dalawang naunang privilege speech sa ating mga ayuda ng ating mga farmers and fisher folks. Sa ating sa aking kagalanggalang na Vice Gobernador Lynn Angeles, mga honorables ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, membro ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan Secretariat headed by Sir James Solas, mapagpalang hapon sa ating lahat. Ang pananalita ko pong ito ay tungkol po sa liham ng galing sa ating mahal na Gobernador Presbitero Velasco Jr. na humingi ng authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement sa deed of donation ng almost 39 million from the national sponsor. Ito po ang inyong abang lingkod na bilang Vice Chairman ng Committee ng Agrikultura. Una, ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo ng Pilipinas, PBBM, at tayo ay napabilang sa nabigyan ng ganitong halaga sa pamamagitan ng malaking tiwala sa ating mahal na Gobernador Presbitero J. Velasco Jr. Kaya po, sa pamamagitan ng pribilehiyong ito, ay hinihiling ko po na tayo ay mabigyan ng tamang paliwanag kung papaano nila isinagawa ang pagpili o sistema ng mga beneficiaries na galing lalo't higit sa ahensya o tanggapan ng agrikultura ng ating probinsya na sila ang implementor nito. Hinihiling ko po ang kaunawaan ng ating mga bukal. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at magandang hapon.
Maraming salamat. Kagalang-galang Mercy Rejano. Again, it has the same subject matter and it is likewise referred to the Committee of the Whole with the Committee on Agriculture as the lead committee. And with that, noting that it is referred to the Committee of the Whole, requesting everyone na kindly make yourself available. The chairman will schedule initially Committee of the Whole public hearing together with the concerned resource persons on Wednesday, requesting our Wednesday afternoon around 2 o'clock, and requesting our secretariat to kindly help facilitate the sending of timely notice to all concerned. Even before the session, this representation is willing to sign the notice of invitation.
Yes.
So when it comes to the invitation to the Provincial Agriculture Office, let the invitation be addressed to the provincial agriculturist and requesting the attendance of everyone who took part in the implementation of this program. And likewise, giving them advance a copy, will it be okay to the concerned board members that we attach the copy, or we will just summarize the concerns raised in the privilege speech? Honorable Leva?
Yes, we can give the copy of the...
Okay, and let copies of the 3 privilege speeches be attached as attached in the notice, so that they will be guided accordingly as to the queries and clarifications being requested by the board members. Yes, Honorable Rejano?
Additional to that po, doon sa hihingin natin na madala na rin at sila being prepared to na dadalhin dito sa ating harap, ay yung po ang original copy po ng payroll na may signature na po. Kasi alam ko po tapos na ngayon ang bigayan Santa Cruz Torrijos na lang po ang ngayong hapon. Siguro po naman makakakuha din. Is it po na pwede po ba tayong humingi ng payroll ng mga beneficiaries na nakatanggap?
Will it be okay kasi required din po sila to submit the list of beneficiaries together with the signatures of the beneficiaries doon po sa national. So maybe that can be the document na lang po. Okay. So can let it be put also in the notice or invitation that they are being requested to bring related documents, including the master list of all the beneficiaries, the document that they will be submitting to the national government in the report, because they are supposed to report within 30 days from the implementation of the project, of the program.
Thank you.
Okay po. Thank you, Honorable Rejano. Any other, so wala na. Shall we close the... Yes, Honorable De Peralta.
Who determines the questions to be invited?
The chair. Ako na po siguro, being the chair of the Committee of the Whole. Kung meron po kayong gustong sa tingin po ninyo ay makakatulong sa pagpapaliwanag, ay para isahang paliwanag na lang ho, because I understand we want to put an end to the queries. There should be only one explanation na pwede rin nating magamit sa pagpapaliwanag sa ating constituency sa iba. Ngayon, kung hindi present ang iba't ibang concerned persons, minsan yung pagpapaliwanag ng isa is different sa pagpapaliwanag ng ibang implementers. So it will be good na all the persons involved are here, so they can there will be a meeting of the minds with regard to the correct clarification, because tayo as an institution and part of the provincial government, we want to help also in disseminating the correct information, because we are all we are all parang it's possible that the provincial government, including us, will be accused maliciously. So para magkatulungan sa pagpapaliwanag ng tamang impormasyon, then all the concerned resource persons who could provide us with the needed information will be present na. Meron po kayong recommendation in particular?
Ma'am, Presiding Officer, I reserve my right to interpolate when the time comes.
Okay.
In the committee hearing,
Okay.
so I could ask some questions on the resource person.
Okay po.
Because they're the only one who could answer it.
Who could answer, correct. And that is the intention, I believe, of the 3 privilege speeches, to be clarified or to provide clarification. Thank you, Honorable De Peralta. Yes,
Before we
Honorable
close,
Reva.
Madam Presiding Officer, may I also request that we invite the Provincial Treasurer, since she is with the Provincial Governor and the Provincial Agriculturist, and she knows the time when the check was received by them.
Okay. Noted, Honorable Leva. That is a very critical information dahil tama nga that it must be ratification if it is already a signed document. Otherwise, hindi magmamatch yung authority given to the actual signing of the document.
Yes,
Thank you for that very important intervention, Honorable Leva. Any other... no more privilege speech. Shall we close
that closes our privilege hour, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Leva, and we can proceed with the order of business.
We now go to the question hour, but before we go on, since we don't have a question hour for today's session, I move that we suspend the rules to accommodate our guest awardees. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Leva. So magandang araw po sa ating mga panauhin na naririto ngayon na nagbibigay ng inspirasyon sa lalawigan ng Marinduque. Is there anybody, bilang po konteksto kung bakit po namin kayo ay naimbitahan, yung pong iba sa inyo ay naimbitahan na namin sa mga nagdaang session namin. Kami po ay lubos na natutuwa at we feel very proud to the pride and honor that you are giving to the province. Kaya po una, we recognize the presence of our guest in this session, which will be properly recognized. Yes, Honorable Leva.
Madam Presiding Officer, may I ask that to recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Education, Culture, and the Arts to read the citation of our awardees for today's session.
The gentleman from Santa Cruz, Honorable Danny Red, Chairman of the Committee on Education, is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Except from the minutes, 93rd regular session of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan SP Session Hall, July 19, 2024. Present, Honorable Adeline M. Angeles, Vice Governor, Presiding Officer. Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes, SP Member. Honorable Mercedes R. Rijano, SP Member. Honorable Danilo R. Red, SP Member. Honorable Esmael D. Pilim, SP Member. Honorable Aurelio J. Leva III, SP Member. Honorable Antonio L. Mangkukang III, SP Member. Honorable Jose Neril Manggol, SP Member, PCL. Honorable Carlos Di Peralta, SP Member, Liga ng mga Barangay. Honorable Bertinos Valencia, Liga ng PPSK, SP Member. Absent, Honorable Mel Gabal Incabo, Honorable Bernardine Opis Mercado. Resolution number 1483, Series of 2024. Resolution expressing the provincial government of Marinduque profound congratulations and commendation to Lawrence Joshua P. Soto of Matalaban National High School for his exemplary performance during the 2024 National School Press Conference, making him the third place bronze medalist in the editorial writing contest, secondary English category, held on July 8 to 12, 2024 at Karkar City, Cebu Province. Authored and sponsored by Honorable Danilo Red. Madam Chair.
May we call on stage Mr. Lawrence Joshua P. Soto.
Can we give Sir Joshua a warm applause?
Together with her coach, Miss Amelia R. Moreno of Matalaban National High School and school head Miss Maxima Marquez. May also ask that you come on stage, the chairperson of the Committee on Education, Culture, and the Arts. Together with the parents of Mr. Lawrence Joshua P. Soto. Next to receive her award is Miss Priya Iris S. Lumalang, rank 2 in the News Writing English category. Coach Miss Darlene S. Luna of Bangbang Elementary School. School Head Dr. Villaluz Palihagmago of Bangbang Elementary School. Priya Iris S. Lumalang and Miss Darlene S. Luna of Bangbang Elementary School. Next is sorry. Next awardee is Mr. Johan Christopher M. Maa, rank 2 in the Sports Writing English. Coach Mr. Remen O. Manggol of Magapua Elementary School. School Head Miss Alita M. Marciano of Magapua Elementary School. Next awardee is Miss Hannah Jane Pernia, rank 2 in the Editorial Writing Filipino. Coach Miss Beverly Q. Roldan of Dolores National High School. School Head Mr. Lino Peña Redonda of Dolores National High School. Next awardee is Miss Cristile Shine O. Oclares, rank 2 in the Copyright Reading and Headline Writing English. Coach Miss Judian Gonzalez of Casili National High School. Next awardee is Mr. J. S. Valenzuela. Rank 2 in the column writing English. Coach Miss Jane Catherine Distor of Bugnuya National High School. And School Head Miss Marvic L. Zamora of Bugnuya National High School. And we have also with us the District Supervisor of the District of Gasan, Dr. Elvin Perlas. May we ask Dr. Perlas to go on stage? Vice, Dr. Perlas is here. Next awardee is Miss Maria Nicole L. Martoya. Rank 3 in the News Writing Filipino. Coach Miss Mary Joy M. Laracas. And School Head Miss Cecil Lugatok of Sawi Elementary School, Buwak North. Wala po. Malayo. Next awardee is Miss Arina Pauline P. Revilla, rank 3 in feature writing in English. Coach is Miss Rosalyn P. De Luna, and school head is Mr. Alan Pajardo of Matalaba Elementary School. Next awardee is Miss Daisy R. Rodelas, rank 3 in feature writing Filipino. Coach Miss Belinda O. Lajon and Miss School Head Mr. Julio Constantino of Lusok Elementary School. Ayan, ang daming taga Santa Cruz. Next awardee is Mr. Yuri Kenzo P. Bulbong, rank 3 in the Science News Writing English. Coach Mr. Remen O. Mangol. School Head Miss Alita M. Marciano of Magapua Elementary School. Next awardee is Miss Catherine L. Fernandez, rank 3 in the column writing Filipino. Coach Miss Fidelia Grabe and school head Miss Desa C. Perlas of Buena Vista Central School. Next awardee is Mr. Junel Reforma, rank 3 in the editorial cartooning English. Coach Miss Mel J. Ricaro, school head Mr. Lorna Alojado of Macapuyat National High School. Next awardee is Mr. Kaisnil Doe C. Lining, rank 3 in the editorial cartooning Filipino. Coach Mr. John Wilfred Mora, school head Miss Telma Salvacion of Buena Vista National High School. Next awardee is Miss Glidin S. Sasi, rank 3 in the Science News Writing Filipino. Coach Miss Reggie Linasa, school head Miss Norminda Mabaw of Bangbang National High School. With us is the school's division district supervisor Dr. Elvin Perlas of Gasan District. That's all for the regional schools press conference. We now go to the Latin honors.
Hinihiling po namin yung amin hong mga panauhin. Wag po kayo aalis at meron po tayong refreshment na konti dyan. At meron hong isang batch lang. Before we pause for some photo ops with the board members din ho. Kasi gusto po naming makasama po kayo together with the board members.
Okay, next awardee is Mr. Yuan C.J. Bautista Rico, cum laude with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, Laguna, from Barangay Ipil, Santa Cruz. Another awardee is Mr. Francisco Paulo Peralta de Luna, magna cum laude with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Film, University of the Philippines, Diliman, Quezon City, from Barangay Tamayo, Santa Cruz. De Luna. Magna cum laude. Anak na ito. Next awardee is Miss Winter Jill de Gia Perlas, summa cum laude, with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Adamson University, Manila, from Barangay 1, Buena Vista. To receive her award is her father, Dr. Elvin Perlas, summa cum laude.
Pwede po bang tatayo na lang po lahat yung amin hong mga panauhin. Scatter na lang po tayo dito. Mamaya pala, no? Sorry. So, again, Honorable Leva.
Madam Presiding Officer, that's all for the awardees. May we ask that anybody could speak on their behalf for the receiving of the awards? For the acceptance, I mean.
May we request, can we have the names on behalf of our guest ngayon? We will be, it's a privilege also for the board to receive a message from some of you po, At unahin ko na lang ho, si Sir Yuan Bautista Rico is recognized for a short address to the members of the 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan. May nais ba kayong iparating sa ating mga nanunungkulan?
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ang gusto ko lang pong sabihin ay maraming salamat po dito sa karangalang ito na ibinigay nyo sa akin, at it is a privilege po and an honor for me to be recognized in my dito sa lalawigan na kinalakihan ko. And para po sa mga estudyante na nandito, kahit papaano po sana, ang hiling ko ay maging inspiration din ako sa inyo na pagbutihin ng pag-aaral palagi, dahil alam kong mga matatalino ang mga taga Marinduque. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat
po sa inyo. We see to it na ang pagbibigay ho namin ng pagkilala, simpleng pagkilalang ito ay recorded and will be played in Marinduque News Network and social media, dahil yan po ay isa sa aming intention. Yung pong pagbibigay ninyo ng karangalan ay makapagbigay din ng hope at inspiration sa iba pang mga kabataan. So, next we would like to have si Sir Francisco Paulo Peralta de Luna from Barangay Tamayo, who graduated magna cum laude from the University of the Philippines also.
Gusto ko lang po sabihin, thank you to the committee in behalf of everyone rin. Kasi I believe this recognition is very much an honor for me and I hope for everybody else. I believe na these types of recognition help to inspire people like me to pursue even bigger things. And ayun nga, sabi na rin niya earlier na I hope na kahit sino lang ako, it does sort of inspire na we can do bigger things and achieve great achievements as long as we push through. Ayun lang. Thank you po ulit sa committee.
Marami pong salamat. And requesting on behalf of Winter Hill, Perlas, who graduated summa cum laude, requesting also a partner in the mission, Dr. Perlas, the proud father.
Una, mataas sa pagbati at respeto sa pangalawang pinuno ng lalawigan, kagalang-galang Honorable Adeline Angeles, sa kagalang-galang na mabukal, at sa lahat ng mga narito sa loob ng Sangguniang Palalawigan. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. I am just representing my kid, Winter Jill, who graduated at Adamson University with the highest honor. At parang ngayon ko lang nararamdaman na kakaiba pala ang damdamin meron ang isang magulang na isang driver katulad ko na magkaroon ng isang anak na may katatanging karangalan na maipagmamalaki ng lalawigan. Ang isang gawaing katulad nito na kinikilala ang mga tanging yamang tao ng lalawigan sa pamamagitan ng makasaysayang sa batas na sinagawa ng sanggunian upang kilalanin ang mga taong katulad nito ay matatala sa kasaysayan at buhay ng mga tao na nagtamasa nito. Hindi lamang sa kanila, kundi ito rin ay magiging silbing inspirasyon para sa higit pa na nangangarap na magkaroon ng mga katulad na pagkilala ng ginagawa natin ito. Sa mga kasamahan ko na awardee mula sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon, congratulations sa inyo. And of course, sa dalawang awardee from University of the Philippines. When you step in the competition venue during the press conference, you and your opponent have the same goals. Magkaparehas ang inyong layunin kung bakit naroon kayo. Pero bakit kayo ang narito ngayon at pinaparangalan ng kagalang-galang na sangguniang panlalawigang ito? The reason, maybe, you focused on the important resources that you must have during the competition, and that is attention to the things that you are going to do. Ano ang dapat mong gawin simula nung maupo ka doon sa upuan na ikaw ay magsusulat na? Ganon din ang mga bata na nangarap pagtungtong sa isang universidad. Ano ang maiuwi ko pagdating ng panahon na pinagkatiwalaan ako ng aking magulang na nagpakahirap upang may taguyod ang pag-aaral? Alam niyo po, tumangis ang aking anak nung matanggap na po niya yung award na yun. Sabi niya sa misis ko na ano nang hirap pala ng accountancy. Napakahirap pala ng accountancy. And yung award na ito, this is not an end for her. We're getting this award. Sabi ko, ning lalong matindi expectation sa iyo ng masa. Because as you have this kind of award, passing the board examination is another expectation from these people around us. That's why after her graduation, she started in the review class para matugunan at madagdagan pa yung kaalaman bilang paghahanda roon sa board examination. So sa inyo lahat at sa sangguniang palalawigang ito, ang aming pasasalamat sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon na sa oras na ito yung nare-represent ako na rin ang aking pamilya sapagkat pambihirang merong programa ang lalawigan ng Marinduque. Congratulations, maraming salamat sa Sangguniang Palalawigan na patuloy na naging inspirasyon ng mamamayang Marinduqueño, though we have limited number of human resources, unlike those people of Mindoro and Palawan. They have lots of people na kung saan ay pwedeng mamili sila. But we have just few people in Marinduque, but still, we bring bacon to our land, province of Marinduque. Magandang hapon, mabuhay ang Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
Marami pong salamat, Dr. Perlas. Ang atin hubang mga kasamang bukal ay merong additional message that you want to impart to our guest before we close this part. Yes, Honorable Leva, you have something to say.
I just would like to wish that your daughter, Dr. Perlas, will be back in this hall this time as a accountancy board top-notcher.
We will pray for that.
Yes.
We will pray for that. Okay, any other message? Yes, the Chair of the Committee on Education, Honorable Red.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sa lahat ng mga awardees sa ating pong mga nagtapos na naging summa cum laude, sa lahat ng mga awardees natin ngayong hapong ito, sigurado ko na kayo ay magiging inspirasyon ng mga kabataan dito sa lalawigan ng Marinduque. Ito ay simula pa lang ng pakikipaglaban sa buhay. Kaya mas lalo nating ayusin ang mga susunod nating pakibaka sa mga susunod na panahon. Kaya good luck sa inyong lahat. Congratulations. At sana maabot ninyo ang inyong mga pangarap. Yun lang, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat, Honorable Red. Any other from the floor? Messages from the floor.
Officer.
Since there is none to close, Honorable De Peralte.
Presiding Officer, lahat po yata ay nasabi na ng sama kong kapwa bukal. Nasabi nating Vice Gobernador. Ang masasabi ko lang ay, wow!
Wow, wow, okay. Thank you, Honorable De Peralta. Very short, very brief, but very sweet. So to close this po, una, gusto ko lang banggitin na meron hong ordinansa na ipinasa ang Sangguniang Panlalawigan kung saan may mga konting incentives na ibinibigay sa mga ilang nakakakuha ng anong tawag din?
Latin honors.
Una dun sa Latin honors. Pero ay parang ang application will be, kasi ka-approve lang po namin yon very recently, within the month, I think. So, hindi po namin siya naisama sa budget namin ng 2024 kasi we approved the 2024 budget last year. So, but definitely, starting next year, yung pong mga gumagraduate ng Latin honors ay may konting gift na financial monetary gift from the province. Sabi ni yan na nga sinasabi ko, hindi napaaga ang pagkakakumula. Pero kasama po sila, kasama po kayo because the effectivity of the ordinance is 2024 pero wala pa hong budget. Yun yung but definitely you will be able to avail of it. Pagka nagka-supplemental budget kami, then at yun naman hong sa aming mga nag-participate sa academic and sports competition in the regional and national level, mayroon ding konti na gift, monetary gift na ibinibigay ho. Hindi po ito malaki. Ito na ho ang binabanggit lagi namin. Dahil limitado rin ho ang resources ng ating province, hindi po ito malaki. Pero higit po dun sa financial incentive, ay ang amin hong taus-pusong pasasalamat, yung esensya ho nun. At yun hong mga resolution ng pagkilala na aming ibinigay po sa inyo, yan ho'y maaring papel lang kung titingnan. Pero yan ho ay nagmula sa 16th Sangguniang Panlalawigan na kumakatawan sa mahigit 239,500 207 na mamamayang Marinduqueño na nagpapasalamat sa inyo sa lahat ng inyong ginagawa na nagbibigay ng pride sa ating lalawigan. At kagaya ng binanggit ko po sa inyo kanina, we see to it that this process is recorded and will be played in social media sapagkat isa ho sa objective ng paggawa namin ng ganito, pag tiningnan nyo kasi ang social media, minsan ang na-highlight ay yung mga hindi magagandang nangyayari. Pero these things, yun hong inyong mga na-contribute ay nagpapakita that many beautiful things are happening in the province and many Marinduqueños are contributing to many beautiful things at kasama po ang inyong na-contribute. Kaya maraming salamat po sa ngalan ng buong sambayan ng Marinduqueño na pinangungunahan din ng ating Governor Presbytero Velasco. So, yes, Honorable Red.
Chair, for the information of the teachers and students, nakapagpasa po tayo ng isang ordinance, ang inyo pong lingkod, kasama po ang ating pong majority floor leader, Jojo Leva, na sa susunod po na taon, ito tinitiyak ko po, Madam Chair, na itong mga kabataang ito ay merong susunod na laban ito na kanilang pupuntahan na sa regional at national competition, lalo na sa academics. Meron po tayong kahit paano ibibigay natin na gastusin nila na 3,000 piso before sila umalis. Ano po? Dati kasi wala niyan. Meron na po niyan tayong ordinance, Madam Chair. Okay. Na nais ko lang pong ipaalam sa kanila para po information dissemination sa mga guro. Salamat po.
And thank you po. Kanina rin ho ay nag-uusap kami ni Bukal Danny Red. At alam ko na may ilang bumulong sa kanya at sa akin habang narito sa entablado na baka makahingi ng tulong rin sa scholarship or financial or educational assistance. Pagtatrabahuhan ho yan ng kasalukuyang mga bukal na kung merong mga financial assistance kung saan kayo ay qualified naman, we will work that you will be given priority. Pag-uusapan po namin yan dahil i-recommend po namin na kung yung iba ay nabibigyan, ay what more itong mga tao na nagbibigay ng dangal at honor sa ating lalawigan. So, the chair declares recess. So, yes, Honorable Leva.
Before we take a recess, Madam Presiding Officer, may I move for an incidental motion that we send correspondence to the higher education institutions within the province of Marinduque, so that we will also know if there are other Latin honors within the province, so that we will also give the same recognition as we give to our kababayans studying outside of the province.
Thank you. Any second to that?
I so move.
Any second to that? Duly seconded. Any objection? Wala naman siguro. The motion is approved. So, with that, again, salamat po. Meron po kaming konti lang na refreshment, simpleng refreshment para sa inyo. At kung okay lang ho, ay very brief, isang photo opportunity ulit. Magkakasama na po tayong lahat. can you update us?
Madam Presiding
refresh
Officer,
us? Honorable Leva?
there was a suspension of the rules earlier, and I move that we revert back to the original form of the session.
Okay, that's a procedural thing. The session is now reverted back to its original regular session.
We now go to the committee reports. May we ask that the chairperson of the Committee on Ways and Means be recognized for the joint committee report of the Committee on Ways and Means and the Committee on Rules, Laws, and Ordinances under Committee Report number 465/2024 regarding the request of the Governor for the amendment of the title SP Resolution number 1182 series of 2024 to reflect the treasury bills instead of treasury bonds.
Okay, the chair, the reporting committee chair, Honorable Neril Manggol is recognized.
Thank you po, Madam Chair. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Committee Report number 465-2024. From the Joint Committee on Ways and Means and Committee on Rules, Laws, and Ordinances. Subject: request of the Governor that the title of Resolution number 1182 series 2024, resolution authorizing the Governor to place a 150 million treasury bonds with the DPP for a period that he deemed favorable to the province, subject to regular reporting to the SP, be amended to reflect the treasury bills instead of treasury bonds. The Joint Committee on Ways and Means and Committee on Rules, Laws, and Ordinances, unto which the above-mentioned subject matter was referred to, hereby presents its findings and recommendations to this honorable body for its recommendations. Findings: 1. The Honorable Governor Presbytero J. Velasco Jr. on his letter dated February 28, 2024, requested the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for an authority to place a 150 million treasury bonds with DBP as a financial strategy in accordance with the prudent fiscal management of the provincial government. Hence, the adopted SP Resolution number 1182 series of 2024 entitled Resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Presbytero J. Velasco Jr. to place a 150 million pesos treasury bonds with the Development Bank of the Philippines, DBP, for a period that he deemed favorable to the province, subject to regular reporting to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Number 2, treasury bills and treasury bonds are both government securities, which are unconditional obligation of the Republic of the Philippines and are relatively free of credit risk, as a principal in interest are guaranteed by the national government, backed by the sovereign full taxing power as the issuer and the DBP as a selling agent. Treasury bills are obligation with maturity for 1 year or less, typically issued at a discount to the maturity value, while treasury bonds are obligations with maturities ranging from 2 years to 25 years, typically issued at par with periodic coupon payments to be made up to final maturity. 3. The Governor, on his letter dated July 24, 2024, requested the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that the title of SP Resolution 1182 series of 2024 be amended to reflect the treasury bills instead of the treasury bonds. Hence, it has become apparent that placing investment in treasury bills would be better aligned with the provincial government's financial strategy and goals, being short-term in nature, that offer greater flexibility and can be adjusted according to prevailing rates and financial conditions, thus providing an optimal balance between risk and return. Number 4, pursuant to sections 467A, 2, 4 of RA 7160 of the Local Government Code of 1991, a majority vote of all the members of Sangguniang Panlalawigan is required to approve the request for the investment in treasury bills. However, the number of members present during the 95th regular session of Sangguniang Panlalawigan dated August 2, 2024 was not sufficient to conduct votation. Therefore, its consideration was deferred. Initial recommendation: the SP Resolution number 1182 series of 2024 be repealed, and instead a resolution authorizing the governor to place 150 million treasury bills with the DBP be adopted. Final recommendation: based on the foregoing, the Joint Committee hereby recommends for the adoption of a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Presbyterio J. Velasco Jr. to place a 150 million pesos treasury bills with the Development Bank of the Philippines, DBP, for a period that he deemed favorable to the province, subject to regular reporting to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, referring for the purpose as Resolution number 1182 series of 2024. Respectfully submitted, yours truly, as of Chairperson of Committee on Ways and Means, Member of Committee on Rules, Honorable Aurelio J. Leyva III, Chairperson, Committee on Rules, Vice Chairperson, Committee on Ways and Means, concurred by Honorable Mark Julius B. Caballes, Vice Chair, Committee on Rules, Member, Committee on Ways and Means, Antonio L. Magugon III, Member, Committee on Ways and Means, Bernardine E. Opes Mercado, Member, Committee on Rules, Mercedes Arejano, Member, Committee on Ways and Means, Martinez A. Valencia, Member, Committee on Rules, Adeline M. Angeles, Vice Governor, ex officio member.
I move for that.
That's all, Mr. Madam Chair.
I move for that.
Thank you, Honorable Neril.
Yes, Madam Chairman, for the adoption of this committee report.
Any objection to the for the adoption of the committee report as rendered? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The committee report as rendered is now adopted.
And the accompanying resolution be transferred to business for the day for the approval, Madam Chair.
And likewise, the accompanying resolution will be considered in the business for the day. Yes, Honorable Leyva.
Can we, po sa second motion, can we consider it now, considering that not all members are present?
Okay.
So we will just adopt the
committee report.
The committee report and
so that all the
let it be placed on now.
Okay. Thank you. I think it's not the matter of 1 week.
Yes.
Matter of 1 week, so that all the members could be recorded as engaging, considering the subject matter. Thank you.
Okay.
So the committee report as rendered is now adopted, and let it be considered the business for the day on the next scheduled session. Okay. Thank you, Honorable Manggol.
Okay, salamat din po, Chair.
Next item is the report of the Committee on Youth and Sports.
Honorable Bertinus Valencia is recognized.
Madam Chair, with the indulgence of Committee Youth and Sports, I move for the adoption of the committee report, proposed resolution number 2024-795. Resolution expressing the province of Marinduque's profound congratulations and commendation to Mr. Carlos P. Yulo for becoming a two-time Olympic gold medalist in the Paris 2024 Olympics, thereby bringing immense pride and honor to the entire Filipino nation. Authored by Honorable Aurelio J. Leyva III, co-authored by Honorable Danilo R. Red. So I'm Madam Chair.
So ano po ang recommendation ng committee? Ano po ang, before we adopt the committee report, ano po ang recommendation ng committee?
I move for the adoption of this
the resolution.
For the adoption of the resolution. Okay, thank you. And yes, Honorable Leyva.
Madam Presiding Officer, I just would like to inform the body that when we wrote this resolution, it was only Carlos Yulo who won gold medal. But as of today, Ira Villegas also won bronze medal for boxing, and Nesty Petencio, another bronze medalist for boxing. So can we possibly add that to in the a separate resolution for the two, as per the recommendation of the committee?
Okay, so that there will be no more need to
Yes.
refer it to the committee. Will that be okay to the sponsoring chair?
Yes po, Madam Chair.
Okay. So again, what is now the pleasure of the reporting committee chair
Which for day ba to?
for the adoption of the report?
Madam Chair, I move for the adoption of this committee report.
Together with the inclusion
Yes
of
po, Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Leva. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The committee report with regard to resolution number 2024-795 is now adopted. Thank you, Honorable Bertinus Valencia.
And the accompanying resolution be transferred to the business for the day, Madam Chair. I so move.
Thank you, Honorable Valencia. The corresponding 3 resolutions will be considered in the business for the day. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Leva.
We now go to the calendar of business. We don't have any unfinished business. The first item in the business for today is proposed ordinance number 16-73. May I ask the Secretary to please read the title of the said ordinance.
Number 1, proposed ordinance number 16-73 entitled An Ordinance Renaming the Conference Hall in the second floor of the new Legislative Building as Vice Governor's Conference and Multipurpose Hall to honor and perpetuate the deeds and invaluable contributions of all Vice local chief executives to the historical, social, and political developments of the province of Marinduque, repealing for the purpose Provincial Ordinance Number 147, Series 2019, authored by Honorable Vice Governor Adeline M. Angeles, sponsored by Honorable Aurelio Leva III, Chairperson, Committee on Rules, Laws, and Ordinances, and Honorable Danilo R. Red, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Culture, and Arts, co-sponsored by Honorable Mark Julius P. Caballes, Honorable Mercedes Arejano, Honorable Jose Neril Mangol, and Honorable Bertinos Valencia.
Thank you. Ano na nga dito?
Madam Presiding Officer, may this representation be recognized for the sponsorship of the said measure?
Yes, Honorable Leva, but before that, sorry, I cannot open the final draft. Can we include that there will be part of the official gallery will be a metal, that this resolution will be, ano yun, if you frame in metal frame, that will be part of the gallery. Or maybe, sige, it will be a disposition na lang of the Vice Governor. So, what is the pleasure, Honorable Leva?
Ano po yun? Napadagdag?
Ipapalagay ko sana, hindi ko kasi mabuksan. Yung lagyan siya ng, yung mismong resolution na ito. That will be parang nameplate.
Yes, Madam Chair.
The copy of the resolution declaring, ordinance declaring as such, as part of the, lalagyan natin sa isang part ng conference.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay.
I accept that as an amendment to the ordinance. That a metal frame be installed in the conspicuous place within the said conference hall.
Yeah. Thank you, Honorable Leva. So what is now the
I move for the opening of the period of deliberation and debate.
The floor is now open for deliberation. Any discussion from the floor?
As an added information, we have added the word repealing for this purpose, Provincial Ordinance Number 147, Series of 2019, to highlight that the previous ordinance enacted was already repealed by the enactment of this new ordinance. Then we also add the word, the praise to the historical, social, political developments of the province in section 1 to amplify the clause in the title. And as well as on the usage, Madam Chair, utilization, the Vice Governor shall serve as venue for meetings, hearings, and other relevant activities of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, aside from the special session hall, which shall be used exclusively for official function of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So that's all that we added from the original draft of the proposed ordinance. So if there's no more discussion. Yes, Madam Chair.
Sorry. This representation is also contemplating of parang it will be a sort of gallery of some memorabilia of the previous of the vice governors that will form part of the historical and it will
that's
have
under section 3, Madam Presiding Officer. That's included in section 3.
Yeah. Sorry po. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
So a hard copy of this ordinance in a metal plate will be installed. Do we need to add this on this ordinance, or we will just put on record that we have agreed upon that metal plated?
Okay.
We will just put on record, Madam Chair. So that
thank you.
So I move that we close the period of deliberation and debate, and we open the period of amendment if there's any. If there's none, I move that we close the period of amendment.
Any amendment from the floor? Hearing none, what's the pleasure of Honorable
I move
Leva?
that we approve on second reading an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Renaming the Conference Hall on the second floor of the new legislative building as Vice Governor's Conference and Multipurpose Hall to honor and perpetuate the deeds and invaluable contribution of all local chief executives to the historical, social, and political developments of the province of Marinduque, repealing for this purpose Provincial Ordinance number 147, series of 2019. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Any second to the motion? Duly seconded. Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. And proposed ordinance number 16-73 is now approved on second reading.
Madam Presiding Officer, we now go to the proposed ordinance to be sponsored by the Committee on Youth and Sports.
Honorable
Resolution.
Honorable Bertinus Valencia is recognized.
May isa pang resolution, ano? Sa isang ano na.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the proposed resolution, a resolution expressing the province of Marinduque's profound congratulations and commendation to Mr. Carlos P. Yulo for becoming a two-time Olympic gold medalist in the Paris 2024 Olympics, thereby bringing immense pride and honor to the entire Filipino nation. Authored by Honorable Aurelio J. Leva III, co-authored by Honorable Danilo R. Red.
Any second to the...
I so move, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Valencia. Any second to the motion? Duly seconded by Honorable Red, Honorable Leva. Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The resolution title. Yung name mo na lang.
May tissue pa pala.
The resolution expressing the province of Marinduque's profound congratulations and commendation to Carlos P. Yulo is now approved. The other
Madam Chair.
resolutions, yes, proceed, Honorable Bertinus.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of a resolution congratulating and commending Nesty Peticio and Ira Villegas for being bronze medalists in boxing competition in the 2024 Paris Olympics. I so move, Madam Chair.
Will they be in two separate resolutions or combined in one resolution?
Two resolutions po, Madam Chair.
Can we approve it one by one?
Tanggalan mo ng isa. Isa-isa mo na.
Okay, Madam Chair. I will move for the
separate.
Kay
Separate.
Ira Villegas.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
Sige.
Sabi lang ni Ira Villegas.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of a resolution congratulating and commending Nesty Peticio for being bronze medalist in boxing competition in 2024 Paris Olympics. I so move, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Bertinus. Any second? Duly seconded by, unanimously seconded, and any, siyempre walang objection. The resolution, the motion is approved, and the resolution expressing profound congratulations and commendation to Nesty Peticio is now approved.
Another resolution, Madam Chair. Madam
Proceed.
Chair, I move approval of a resolution congratulating and commending Ira Villegas for being bronze medalist in boxing competition in the 2024 Paris Olympics. I so move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Duly seconded by Honorable Red, Honorable Leva, Honorable Rejano. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The resolution expressing the Province of Marinduque's profound congratulations and commendation to Ms. Ira Villegas is now approved. Thank you, Honorable Valencia.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Presiding Officer, that's all for the business for the day. We don't have any unassigned business. For the proposed...
Mr. Floor Leader, the presiding officer was just reminded of the Dole...
Yes, Madam Chair.
Thing.
I move for the reconsideration that we consider another resolution, Madam Presiding Officer.
Proceed, Honorable Leva.
I move that we adopt a resolution of appreciation to the exemplary achievement of Provincial Director Philip Alano of the Department of Labor and Employment for his services rendered to the people of the province of Marinduque, subject to style. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Any second to the motion? Duly seconded by Honorable Rejano, Honorable Valencia. Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The resolution expressing profound appreciation and gratitude to Provincial Director Philip Alano of the Department of Labor and Employment is now adopted.
That's all for the business for the day. We don't have any unassigned business. For the proposed ordinance and resolution for third and final reading, Madam Presiding Officer, considering that proposed ordinance 16-73 was approved on second reading without any amendment, and in accordance with our rule, the same could be approved on third and final reading in today's session. I move that we consider the same for third and final reading. I so move.
Any second to the motion? Duly seconded by Honorable Red. Any objection? The chair hears none. We will have a voting by nominal voting, and requesting our interim secretary to kindly facilitate.
Honorable Away Levo III.
Yes.
Honorable Antonio Mangkukang III. Honorable Danilo R. Red. Honorable Jose Neril Mangol. Honorable Carlos D. Peralta. Honorable Bertinos Valencia. and Honorable Mercedes Rehano. Madam Presiding Officer, 7 members of the board voted in favor of the motion. No one objected to the motion, and 1 abstained. Madam Presiding Officer.
With the 7 members of the board present voting favorably, the chair declares ordinance renaming the conference hall of the second floor of the new legislative building as Vice Governor's Conference and Multi-Purpose Hall to honor and perpetuate the deeds and invaluable contributions of all vice local chief executives to the historical, social, and political development of the province of Marinduque, repealing for the purpose Provincial Ordinance Number 147 Series of 2029, authored by this representation for the purpose of repealing for the purpose Provincial Ordinance Number 147 Series of 2019, authored by this representation, sponsored by Honorable Aurelio Leva III and Honorable Danilo Arred, and co-sponsored by Honorable Mark Julius Caballes, Honorable Mercedes Rehano, Honorable Jose Neril Mangol, and Honorable Bertinus Valencia, is now approved on third and final reading.
That's all for the proposed ordinance and resolution for third and final reading.
I move for the adoption of a resolution authorizing
the purchase of Android cell phones for use in the paperless session.
There's a motion duly seconded. Any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The resolution is now adopted.
Madam Chair, I move for the adjournment of today's session.
Thank you, and the session is adjourned. Our next session will be on Friday. Ano po ito? Mobile session po ba ito? Okay, our next session will be on next Friday, August 16.